I love that
Good.
intro.
I'm sitting just.
Thank you so much. Yeah, I made it. Like I do. I was sitting there in awe watching that. I just want to say hello to everybody and welcome to the show. There is myself, my beautiful sister Drew this side, and my beautiful sister Mystical down here. We've got Sister Mystical on with us. Yay!
Happy
Yeah,
face.
pretty
Happy
cool.
face.
Happy face, definitely. So
I think this will get
I'll,
us on
I'll
a
pull you
roll.
over to Sister Drew. So Sister Drew can say hello and Sister Mystical can say hello. Then we'll let you know what we're going to be getting up to.
Everybody, it's nice to be here and finally be live with the sisters again, isn't it? So yeah, it's just nice to be here, guys, and just chill out with you and say hello and things. So hello.
My turn, my turn, my turn.
Yes, you.
Hello, hello, everybody. Glad to be back. And as my sister Drew would say, whoop, 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 whoop,
Oh
whoop,
yeah.
whoop,
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 whoop, whoop,
whoop,
whoop.
whoop, 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 whoop. We're back. We're back.
Oh yeah.
Chit chat. Kim says
Hi, Timmy.
yes.
Hi, everybody.
It's
Hi,
been a
Timmy.
long time coming. We've been waiting, but Sister Mystical's been so busy with all of her stuff at home and the chickens and the dogs and everything else.
Oh,
They've got a very very busy
chickens.
life, and if you follow the channel, you will know that. Same with Sister Drew. She's got a lot of stuff that she has to do as well. So we don't quite get on all the time like we want to, but we are planning to bring some of the shows back so that we get a bit of time. But just bear with us, guys.
Yes,
Definitely.
we'll be back. Yeah, tonight we
Yeah.
wanted just to chit chat together and things. We weren't going to do the spirit box and things like that, weren't we, Sister Sherry? But we
We was
wanted
going
this
to.
people to be here. And some of us have had a lot of loss over the last couple of months and things, Sister Sherry, myself, and Mystical as well. So a couple of losses, guys. So right now, at this moment, I don't think the spirit box is something we should be doing, just out of respect for our spirits around us and things. So we'll talk a bit about the Estes method though that we are going to be trying soon. Do you want to talk about that?
Yeah.
What we're going to try?
Yeah.
Well, maybe we should get Mystical to actually talk about this because it was Mystical's idea to do it the way we're going to do it. So
Yeah.
we'll hand over to Sister Mystical.
Well, first of all, are y'all hear me breaking up? Because I'm hearing both of y'all breaking up.
No.
No.
No? Okay, so it's breaking up on my end when I'm hearing y'all. Okay, so all I heard was mystical. So what am I supposed to do? I missed that whole section. It was like,
Just
breaking
to say
up.
about the Estes method.
Oh, okay. Kind of like how we're gonna do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, okay. So when we get ready to do the Estes method, I've noticed that when you're watching paranormal investigations, no matter which one it is, they can be some that's got thousands and thousands of subscribers, or they can have some that has very few subscribers. There are very few of them that actually does it correctly. Now, me and Lee was talking the other day, and whenever we watch them and they do the Estes method, I don't think they're understanding how to do it correctly. Not no fault of theirs. I think they just not researched it enough. The Estes method, so that the audience, the viewers, the subscribers are watching, that they know everything is on the up and up. And that's the way that we do everything we do. It's all truthful. We don't make stuff up. We don't exaggerate. Everything is pretty much what you see is what you get. Okay, the Estes method. Now you have, whether you have one, two, three, four people, however many you have, um, we're going to use us three as an example. Okay, Drew would like have a blindfold on. She can't see us. She will have her mic muted. She can't hear us. She will have her chat like taken off where she can't see the chat, because she's going to be the one that the spirits, the spirit guides, whoever it is, any spirits that's going to communicate is going to come through Drew. They're going to put thoughts in her head. They're going to put feelings in her head. They're going to answer questions. They're going to talk to her. Okay? So all of this is coming to her. Now, say like me and Sherry on the other end, if Sherry has her spirit box going, me and her can ask questions. The chat can ask questions because Drew won't have access to none of this. Okay? So we can be listening to the spirit box and hey Scott, and we can be asking questions, and then what happens is you all can hear and you all can see Drew with the blindfold on, and if she like whatever we're doing and she's like, oh, I feel something on my wrist, something touch me, yes, no, what the hell, whatever she's spewing out, maybe the spirits are answering our questions through her. That's the only way you're going to know it's on the up and up.
Yeah.
The way some of the paranormal do, they're in the same room or they're just in the next room and they're hearing everything. And the person will be that's blindfolded to be saying something and the other person will be answering or asking the spirits. But see, that's not right, because how do you know that they're on the up and up? How do you know that the spirits are answering them and they're not answering just because they heard you talking and asking the question? Exactly. So there's, so there's a way to do it so that everybody knows, oh, hell, that it was a spirit, because there's no way Drew would have known that, would have heard that, would have seen that, you know. So that's what we're gearing to, because we want to stay honest and put everything in the up and up. So
definitely,
that's kind of in a nutshell. Any questions?
Yeah, what does anybody think, guys? I think it's a good idea, and I do think it's got value to it. Definitely got value to it, because it could be that, like, if you've got like really crappy earphones, or you've not got something, like if everything's right up close to you, you could hear it and things like that. So it probably does make sense to have like one device that's with the person in it in that room, and then somebody else somewhere else. Do you know what I mean? It does make more sense.
As Mystical said, though, guys, we want to try and do everything as straight to the point as possible. You know, we don't want anybody to have any doubt on us. So we had originally been talking about doing it with the fairies, because Sister Sherry and I had been talking last night, and then we invited Mystical in to talk to us about it. So what we were talking about was doing it in the fairy realm. And then I thought, why not do it the Estes method? And then that way there'll be who knows? We could talk to the spirits, the fairies, the dragons. We just don't know who could come through. So I think it's a really good idea. And I've never done it before, guys. I have never done the Estes method in my life. So I think it'll be really cool.
I know that I've done that, the one where you do the earphones, you do the eye thing. I do feel a lot through doing that. Like, I'll get like spirits talking to me through the earphones and through the spirit box, but a lot of what I get is from what I'm feeling. Because not only that, what you've got to remember is when you're doing this experiment as well, it's not just helping you to connect, but it's opening all of your senses. Okay, so your senses are becoming more. So you're tapping into what you're seeing more, what you're feeling more, because everything's in a darkness, if you think about it, and no sound. So when things start coming through, you know something's coming through because you can see it. You know, so
it was interesting that Mystical had said about what you hear through the box and what you hear kind of getting through your head. Because for the last little while, I've been really starting to hear the spirits a lot more. I've been starting to try and recognise when it is my own voice and when it's maybe a spirit around me. So it'll be really, really interesting to see where it does lead, because I do feel that my abilities have came on really, really good in the last year. So if I tune out to all the sounds, all the sights, I've only got my own thoughts and the spirit box, you know, so it'll be really interesting just to see what we do get. And we can always swap it around if you want, Sherry and Mystical, and you can try it as well.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, because
It would be good. It would be good. Definitely be good. And I do think that you do definitely need to try it. Like, because me and Sister Mystical's got the abilities in that, yeah. So we kind of know what's going to come anyway. But it'd be really interesting to see you do it, because you'll be able to see it maybe a bit more from our level, because you'll be able to start seeing things coming in the third eye and coming into the bit, and you're like, wow, like,
interesting.
you know, it is going to it'd be really cool.
I just feel that for the last probably year, I would say probably about a year, that a lot of us have been getting downloads, and some of us are only just now recognising that these are downloads. A lot of the time I was thinking, when I was sitting in maybe a little daydream, I was thinking that I was just daydreaming. But I feel now, looking back on a lot of the downloads that I've had, that the spirits, the energies around me have been trying to tell me things for a while, but I haven't really been listening. I've been hearing them, but I've not really been listening to what they've been trying to tell me. I feel as if a lot of the messages that I've been getting for the past year was leading me up to where I am just now. And when I think back on it, I now know that. So now moving on into the future, I'm going to have to try and be aware what really is just a daydream and what really is a download from the spirits. So knowing that my two sisters are a lot more connected than I am, have you got any tips, ladies, on how I can recognise what's a daydream and what really is the spirits giving me communication? Is there a way I can tell?
Well, sis, when we do the Estes, what you will be doing is saying everything. If you, whether you think it's you or whether you think it's the spirit, you say it, because a lot of times they're put it in your head to say it, and you might think, oh, that's my thought, that's not the spirit's. No, you say it.
Right.
Anything
I was going to say
feel, anything you feel, you say it, because that's going to be yours. Because as we're asking questions, anybody in the chat's asking questions, the spirit box, if it comes up and we ask something, it may be getting you to feel something, that's going to tell everybody, oh, she's just answering what they just asked.
Yeah, when I'm doing this method, I'll definitely do that. I was thinking more around like my normal life.
You've just got to be open, sis. You've got to be open and be okay with like getting those messages, and obviously not listening so much to if that's your voice talking in your head, because 9 times out of 10 it's not your voice talking in your head, it's them. Okay, so that another thing you'll normally get as well is when you're there and you're doing that communication, you'll get that gut feeling or that feeling that this is not you, this is something talking to you. You'll have that feeling, and the more that you do this experiment, I think we should do it a few times with you, the more that you do the experiment, it will open those senses more, and you'll start to probably feel and realize it more, and you'll know not to listen so much to what you think is your head and your voice speaking to you, and just go with it, because 9 times out of 10 it's them. Everything you think, any ideas, any plans, anything that comes through, even the talking back to yourself, most of the time you sit there and think, oh, that's just me talking about. No, that's somebody talking to you.
Exactly, because sometimes
like
random thoughts.
Listen to it.
If
you're going to sit there and doubt, oh, was that me or was that them? Then you're clouding that communication. So be open-minded. Listen to how you feel. That is the most important thing. You'll know by your gut. This is not something from me. This is somebody talking.
Yeah. See,
you'll feel it as well.
Yeah. A lot of times the reason they will talk to you and you hear your voice is so they don't startle you or scare you.
Right.
So you're not like, oh, maybe their voice may be sounding scratchy, know. You don't know. So a lot of times they'll communicate to you in your
tinny, echoey.
Yeah. In your own voice, so you're not scared.
That's true. Well, that makes sense that they would
just
do
be
that.
Open-minded first. Do maybe your meditation first. Put some meditation on. Open your mind. Then, obviously, when you go to do it, like I said, just follow your instincts and what you're feeling when you're doing it. Stop sitting there thinking, "Oh my God, that's my head talking to me." Because most of the time, it is not. It is them talking to you. It's just you've got to realise that. And normally, your voice, you can tell it's when it's your voice, because it's more of a reasoning with you. What are you doing? Are you doing this? Blah blah blah. You know what I mean? When it's them, they'll just come and speak whatever they want to say to you. So you will know the difference between who's talking and who isn't.
That's what I'm saying. Sometimes you get these random thoughts and you're like, where did that thought come from? And then you start thinking, is that something that's going to come up in my future? And then you start taking it further. That's why I started to journal, because I was getting so much things coming around my head. I was getting so much random thoughts throughout the day that I thought I had to structure it somehow. And that's what I was journaling.
What you're going through now was what I was going through when I was younger. Like, because, you know, like I'd be like you. I'd be like, oh, you know, like I'd be listening to what I'm doing and you know, trying to be okay with it and opening to what I was doing and stuff like that. But I would always find it really difficult, and obviously, like, I'd be like very like weary of what other people would think. And at first I would question myself, is that me speaking it or is that them? But over time you do learn to listen to that, and you know that it's not that through the feelings, the emotions and everything else you get as well. The more you open, the more experience you get. So then it won't just be them talking to you, it'll be feeling their emotions, their sadness, all of those things. You know what I mean? The more you do it, the better it gets.
See, I feel as if that is what I've always... See, all my life, I've probably been I always have been a really deep thinker. That's just the way it's been. So now thinking of looking back on it, I think I have had... A lot of you know that I have had drugs in my life, guys. I've had drink in my life as well at some points in time. And I think that is why... When I was doing those things, I wasn't hearing the voices and things. So I feel as if maybe that's why, maybe not why I did take drugs or drink or something was that reason, because I was hearing voices. It wasn't that. But I'm saying because I was doing those things, I wasn't allowing myself to hear them and feel them and things. So now that I am in a better space and I can hear and feel things more clearly, I feel as if I've not just been a woke, I've been a woke all my life. I'm just recognising it now, you know.
You hear a lot of crap online, where people go, oh, if you're on this and you're on that, you can't communicate, can't do this. But you can, okay? But it's on a completely different level because you're not functioning properly. So you're not fully connecting. You're not fully understanding what is going on. You kind of have a cloud over you. You're never fully understanding what is going on. You know what I mean? So it is better to be completely free from any heavy sort of drug or anything like that, because it does play with the mind. And like you're saying, sis, like I would have I'd have visions and stuff and have things that would come to me that's meant to happen. And at the beginning when I was young, I'd be like, oh, it's nothing, and it would happen. So like all through my life, I've not been able to ignore those things because I know when I get them, it's going to happen.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? And you'll learn to be like that as well. You're already doing it.
Yeah, I just feel as if I had other things on my head, so I wasn't allowing them to come through, you know. It wasn't priority at the time. And I feel like if I moved up here, and obviously the different things that's happening in the world, we're all being awoke for our true path, I feel. So I think that is why things did happen so quick in the last few years, because we are needed now more than ever. I mean, you guys are really sensitive to it, so you'll feel it more than I do.
You're doing it as well, sis.
Yeah, definitely.
You have done it. You've done it when you've done my meditations and you've gone to those places. We've visited places that we've been to as sisters in past lives. You know what I mean? And you've done it when you was at mine that time. You removed your dragon and stuff just through the music and sitting there with the incense and that on. You do it. It's just learning to keep that so you can keep doing it, and you will. It's going to open you more. They want you to be like that.
See, that's why I had to journal, because I have to have a place to put it all together so that I can see the story evolving, if you know what I mean.
That's why we always say it's important to journal, because there's always a message and a sight in anything you write down. That's why anything I get, anything I do, I write down, because even if it don't make sense at that time, you could go back in a couple of months when something happens and you'll be like, hang on a minute, it makes sense. They were telling us that back there, and like you start to see the puzzle and what you're trying to do, you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
Sister Phoenix is saying sometimes they'll use a voice, someone you know. It's happened to me at the beginning when I started hearing the spirit. They would use my daughter Jessica's voice many times. I would ask her, wow, that's good to know that. But that's why they're doing that then, so that you recognise that person, and then you want to communicate with them. I just think it's amazing the way spirit and spirits work. It's just something that I feel all of us right now need to try and connect to for our own mental health for a start. I think
And
it's so
it really isn't any different for the dragons and the Fae. It's the same
yeah,
way with the Fae and the dragons. The only difference is the Fae are little tykes and they will come up to your camera and show off and do whatever when they want to. But
Yeah.
the
it's
dragon
it's all about
experience.
vibration and connection with the mind and
Yeah,
believing. If you don't believe in what you're doing, you're not going to do it, guys. You're not.
yeah.
You need to believe in what you're seeing and believe in what you're hearing and feeling. You have
Yeah,
to.
Sherry, you had a lot of activity on the bottom section of your pots.
I've noticed that a lot
Yes.
because obviously I've got the little sparkly things over the top that move, but you can clearly see that the little things that move around in the air that are floating do not affect anything on the floor or on the sides or anything. That's why I've angled it the way I did, so
Yeah.
that it wouldn't do that.
Really
But
good.
you see little speckles going over the flowers in the fairy area under the pot. I see something standing in the pot last night, and then Sister Phoenix sent a picture of them under the fairy den, like standing
Wow.
the fairy den and that. It was just so cute. It
I
was
Yeah,
just feel
absolutely
that
beautiful.
we've all got the gift. It's
yeah,
just opening
the
it. Sorry,
section
Beth.
the section that Sherry had, if you're looking at the video last night, and then there's the dark shadow where it's shadowed, I think, from your shed on the right hand side.
Yeah, it did.
If you're looking
Yeah.
at it, okay, for a split second, it must have been this big. It was a flash, like a light, and then it went away that quick. And I was like, oh crap. And then by the
It
time I
happened a
tried to
couple of
back it
times.
up, then because I was on my phone because I was watching you on the TV.
Yeah.
So I'm like trying to bring it up on my phone, and I'm backing it up, and then I'm like, well, I'm trying to back it up. I'm missing everything on the TV because my
That's
eyes
what I
can't
did.
be in both places at one time. And I'm
Yeah.
like, well, I know I seen it, so I just got off the phone and just started
Yeah,
watching
and I
the
do go back
TV.
over my footage, and I do know the one that
Yeah.
you was on about because I see that physically happen as well. And there was a couple of other times where the lights were flicking out and coming out as well. There was like just these beams of light just coming out of nowhere. There was one
But it
underneath the
was
fairy
huge. It
den.
was
It
like
was near
the
the
size of
fairy
a
den. It just flashed right
yeah.
out. I was like,
It
what
was
the
huge.
hell? You know what I mean?
Total.
Like, yeah. And guys, everything that like me, Mystical, Drew do, it's all real, okay? Like none of it's edited, nothing's been added into any videos. What you see is what you get, okay? If you choose to believe or not, that's up to you. But I know that my evidence is legit and it was caught live. And
It's just nuts because I'm a simple Scottish girl that's got bullshit that goes on in
There's
my life.
nothing simple about you, Drew.
there is
Nothing
definitely
is
nothing simple
simple
about Sister
about
Drew.
you, Drew.
I'm from a house and scheme, and I would never have believed that fairies, ghosts, dragons are all real. And believe me, if I can say they're real guys, believe me. And it's hard for me to say things like that because I know people will ridicule me for saying it, but it's true. And I will never
They are
lie about
there.
Yeah.
it's real.
Sister Drew's experienced it. She's come round
Yeah.
the Fago. She's been to the woodland. You know what I mean? She's seen things. I'm not being funny, but that picture that I showed you on the show where she come up from the grave, you cannot say that is a bird, a bug, or anything. That was a fae.
You
You
see
can
the
see it
legs and
was a fae.
everything.
Shape the legs, the head, the
Yeah.
wings.
You
Come on.
cannot say that. That picture should be in the newspapers. It should be in magazines
I've
and
been
everything.
tempted to go round my
Good.
thing, going, look what I caught up at the graveyard to everybody. So they're like, can I take a picture? But like, I
Yeah.
think no, don't be big headed. You know what I mean? Like,
But
When
that's
I
the
was
thing.
watching it, oh sorry.
I was just
I
going to
just
say that's the thing. We don't want to go out and brag about these things because we know that they're private. We don't want to go out there and expose them to the world.
I don't
That's all.
do it. I don't do it because I want to get fame. Okay, I'm doing this, and I'm showing it to the people they want me to show it to, and the ones that they want to be educated, not to the whole world. Do you know what I mean? Like,
I know.
so, but
Yeah.
yeah, I was
Well,
tempted though. Look, But no,
When I
no.
was watching it on the TV, okay, Lee's sitting next to me, and I'm watching, and I said, "There's a fairy, there's a fairy, there's a fairy," and I'm pointing as it's going by, and Lee's like, "I don't see it," and I'm like, "It's right there." He's like, "I don't see it," and I'm like, "Oh," and then so I get on my phone, and I'm backing up. I'm like, "Right there it is, right there it is." He's like, "I don't see it," and while I'm telling him, I'm looking up at the TV. I'm like, "There's another one. Look, you can see its legs. You can see its wings. You can see it." And he's like, "I don't see it." And I'm like, "But it's right there."
That's what the proof and what everyone says. If somebody, not so much if somebody doesn't quite believe, if people are not open to seeing that, not that they don't believe, but they're not open to that, they won't see it properly. You know what I mean? They won't see it. They'll be like, "What are you looking at?" I'm like, "Right there. Can't you? It's plain as it's like no."
That's the funny thing though, because Wally he watches a lot of the things we do, especially like the gardening stuff, like Mystical and Mr. Lee does, and Uncle Danny and things. But when we're live, like right now, it's on in the room upstairs, so he does spot things before I spot them, and I'm like,
That's
"How
good.
do you do that?"
Keep it up, Willie. Come on, you've got to come to more of my shows. Point these fairies out.
But that's unique that he could spot them before me, because you would think he wouldn't spot them, but he does.
Yeah.
But I think that maybe because he's with you and because of what you do, that's opening him more. Even though he don't want to admit it, it's opening him. You know what I mean? 'Cause he's seeing weird things go on.
Leah be on his phone, and he's watching like the reels, REELS, the reels, and he's watching one right after another, and the ones that come out where they say there's something there, and he's like, "Honey, do you see anything there?" And then he'll go to the next one. "Honey, do you see anything there?" Then he'll be asking me to see if it's real or not, if somebody's faking something. And I'm like, "Yep, I see it." And he's like, "Where? I don't see it." And I'll point it out, and he's struggling, and he's looking
I
and
used to
looking.
be like that. Used to be like that. So
He's still got a little way to go, but he will get there. Like I'm surely he see the one of Liara, Primrose, the one like coming up from the grave. He must have seen her.
Yeah. Well,
if he didn't, Lee, if you did not see that, Mr. Lee, there is definitely something wrong with it. You know what I mean? Like,
but he is opening up with his spirits talking to him more.
Yes.
Because he'll come in and
amazing.
He'll come in, he'll say, "Okay, so my spirit guide told me not to do something, and I waited, I did something else, and then whatever fell off or whatever it was he said," and I said, "That was your spirit guide." He said, "I know," and he came in and told me, he's like, "My spirit guide's been talking to me."
Keep doing that. That's awesome.
Yeah. So he's picking up more on his spirit guides, telling him, stuff.
That's
if you forget
stuff.
Because he was telling me the other day, if you forget something and you're getting in the car, you're getting ready to pull out, and you forget something, and you go back in to get it, don't leave right away and go back. He said, because it's your spirit guides that's telling you to go back and get it, because something is going to happen within a few seconds, and you need to not be in that window when it happens. Yeah. And I said, that's right, because when it clicked, "Oh, I forgot something," they're sending you back for a reason.
Yeah.
And spend, and like Lee says, they're saying like to spend a few minutes there. Once you get it, once you get it in your hand, they'll just go back out. Wait a few minutes and then go, so that window that you would have been in will already be closed, and you'll be safe when you go, through that area. So he's picking up a lot on his spirit guides.
Yeah, he's doing really
awesome. Just listening, isn't it? And recognising. That's what I was asking you. How is there a way that you can recognise the different voices? But thinking about it, at that moment in time when something is about to happen, you know that you've got to listen to that voice. It's usually the voice of reason, isn't it? Like that little voice in your head that says, "You're going to have to move now,"
Sometimes you could talk to hundreds and hundreds of spirits, and the voice will just sound the same. It's just saying different things, and other times it'll sound different. It really depends on how much of that energy of them comes forward. You know what I mean? So don't be put off if it's one voice staying continuously. That is just the voice of the spirit world. That's where they're talking through and and things like that. That's what you've got to remember. You know what I mean? Like, not every spirit that comes to you is going to sound completely different.
Exactly.
Because
Yeah,
it's a
Yeah.
different level.
I just
You
think
know?
it's great. I just love it.
And
Yeah.
Was Phoenix saying there was a big orb there? Was there a big orb behind Sherry?
I
Oh,
think she
I'm
was
sure
talking
there
about.
is. I know the aura's round this.
I
As long
think
as I ain't putting my fingers up to her no more, because she bites your fingers now.
I think she was talking about when we were talking about
Oh,
the light that
right,
came
okay.
on in her deal because that came
When you
across
look
at
at
that
it did look
time.
like an orb, but you could tell it was a light. It was some sort of like weird
Yeah,
flash,
yeah. It was
like
all.
just from nowhere. It happened a couple of times.
Yeah, no, I've
Did you see
I
that
kept
one?
it on the
That
windowsill.
spiral one. There was one, right? Something flew out of my window, and there was this yellow spiral, and it was going down the screen. That still baffles me on what the hell that is.
I'll need to rewatch it.
Well,
It. Yeah.
Sherry scared the crap out of me because I said I'll be right back because I had to go out. And then when I got done, I hurried up and came back in. And you're like, okay, on the TV, if you don't watch it for a while, it goes to that like home thing on the TV when you're on
Right.
YouTube. And then you click it and it comes back on. And I see coming out of the door like a big black shadow or something. And I was like, oh, what the hell is that? And then here comes Sherry. It was Sherry in her black outfit. She was stepping out of her door.
You should know Sherry won't be in any other colour but black.
I could just
And I was like,
imagine.
oh hell, that was Sherry scared the
And
crap
it's
out of
normally
me.
when
I'm
I
like,
put my head down that you can tell it's me because my head's there and it's white. Like, oh, it's Sherry.
No.
Like,
all I could see on the screen was just this black coming out the door. I'm like, and then Sherry comes on out. I was like, oh hell, it's Sherry.
Disappointed it wasn't a spirit.
Yeah, thought I'd have something else to talk about, but I'm still talking about it.
there was a lot of stuff going on there as well, but sometimes I do have to come out, especially if I see certain things happen. So I want to go out there just to let them know that, you know, thank you for doing that. And
It's
like,
adding
make
your
sure they're all
energy to it, though, isn't it? Yeah,
Yeah.
sometimes you maybe need your energy there just because you're probably their kind of leader, if you think about it. They're there because of you, so it makes
I'm-
sense that you would
I'm
have.
Hey
there.
Lee, I know Lee's watching.
their
I cracked the
guardian.
door open. I cracked the door open and looked out,
Hello,
and I
Mr.
could see
Lee.
us on the TV. So he's watching us on the TV.
Yeah, no, I would say that I'm probably more like a guardian of them. I'm a
Yeah,
protector. I
yeah.
protect them. I research about them. But obviously, I have fey connections, and I'm supposed
Yeah.
to be of fey realm stuff
Oh
like that.
yeah, I believe
We've all
that.
been there, to be honest. But
Yeah, I definitely
know,
believe.
Well,
in the
too, what
past.
people don't understand is since they show themselves to Sherry, that doesn't mean that everybody else can see them. Now,
Yeah.
if Sherry puts out to them, you know, certain people that she knows is good deep down in their heart, they're not going to be
Yeah.
afraid to show themselves to them. But
Mhm.
no.
they're not going to show themselves to everybody.
Exactly.
So a lot of times people watching, they're going to be like, I don't see anything. That's because you weren't meant to see it because they're not going to show themselves, you know,
it's the
Yeah,
same
no.
as
to
spirits.
you.
And then not, and it is sis. It is the same with the spirit as well. Not
Yeah.
everybody's going to see everything. You know, it's not for everybody's eye. It's not meant for everybody's eye. Like, what you've got to remember is when they do things like this, they only really try to reach out to the people that they know will be safe to open up to them, sort of thing. You know what I mean? So they do it all. Look, and that's not saying that they believe that the ones that can't see it, that you're not safe. It's just that they don't quite know you yet.
Yeah.
They need to get to maybe know you a little bit more because you've not been. Well, you got to think. I've been on here for 9 years, and they've been with me all 9 years. They know the people that have come and go. They know who's worthy and who is not.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So,
Mhm.
They've been
and
hurt
some of
too
you
much.
on you, and still they're still growing on you because you're new.
Definitely.
You know,
I
but
feel as if, think about it, these type of, I don't want to call them species because they're not species, they're lovely little bubbles of
I just
energy.
could call them folk. That's what they are. They're folk.
Yeah,
They're folk.
folk.
They're people.
I feel as if they've done that, they've done it a certain way for all these generations for a reason. They know that man can be cruel. They know that man likes to expose these things as well. So they do it a certain way for a reason. So does the dragons. It's to protect themselves. And it works. So they have to stick to what works, you know. So
Wait.
it's just the way it is.
Well, you got to remember, this world once was a place where any sort of creature or being could be together and everybody would be open to each other. And then it changed, okay? And certain magical creatures like dragons, the Fae, and that, they had to go into hiding, which they shouldn't have to do. And
Yeah.
thankfully, in this world now, people are becoming more open and more loving towards that sort of thing, okay? So they are starting to show, but they're going to still be very weary, because what you got to think is, over the centuries and centuries that they've been here, what they've seen man do to each other, they're like, hell no. Like, you imagine what you would do if, like, you got some mad person that don't believe in all that, and they found out that Fae were real and that, and they go like tearing down their woods or whatever. Like, you just don't want things like that to happen. That's why they only reach out to certain people, you know. Like,
I mean, look at the aliens. They
them
probably know that a lot of good people seek out to see them, but they also probably know that there's a few of them in a laboratory somewhere. So the energies like the Fae folk, the brownie energies, all the other energies that we don't see, your dragons and everything, they're going to stay hidden until man can prove themselves worthy of seeing them. And it just so happens to be that people like Sister Sherry has, from a young age, been communicating with them, because when she was a young age, she had a pure heart. So the fairy folk have knew that. And so throughout her life, they've stayed there in the background. And now, more than ever, they're using Sister Sherry to get their word out to people.
Believe me, the relationship took a long time to build. It did
Yeah.
take a long time to build. When they first started coming up to my window, I wouldn't even open the window to them. I used to sit there like, what are they? Because obviously I was seeing ghosts, and I was like, oh my God, it's another ghost. It's a spirit or whatever, you know what I mean? Like, I used to just freak out. And it was only one day when I got the courage to just walk up to the window and really look, and I could see little people standing there. I was like, and then I put a cake down, and they were like,
Yeah, there's something
like pointing to the cake on the windowsill, and I'm like asking for the cake. So I opened the window, and they came in, and like they used to just tell me things about the woodlands, and I would like make up stories, and they'd sit there on my legs, climb up my arms, all sorts of stuff, and they've always been there.
Yeah.
Always.
Carrie says there's some activity by your shelf.
By my shelf.
Yeah.
It would not surprise me.
Doesn't surprise me either. He's a welcome.
I think we're all used to it. If anybody sees anything behind me, don't say anything. My husband's watching us on the TV, and
Yeah,
he'll be like packing his bags.
But everybody, like, when you start relationships with entities and energies, it don't just happen like that. You know, you do have to build that relationship.
You know your
I
part.
I wasn't like this when I first started out. I was petrified of it. You know what I mean? But then I knew I wasn't going to get rid of my ability. They weren't letting my abilities go. So I had to learn. I didn't need to learn to love them, because I fell in love with them anyway. But, you know, I had to put that time in and dedicate to get used to them and things. And,
What was the light and the shadow, Sister Kara? Did anyone see a light and a shadow I've got on the big TV?
I didn't. I was busy looking at Sherry's expressions on her face and laughing, so I didn't.
I keep looking at the pictures behind you, Sister Mystical. Did you paint those pictures?
No, my brother had those pictures in his apartment when we moved him into his apartment. And he had always said that they reminded him of me, because I have a lot of Indian stuff in here. A lot of like ancestor Indian, native Indian stuff in here. So when he passed away, I made sure that I put those pictures. Let me see. Look, so that one and that one. See it?
Oh, that's really pretty.
My dad used to have pictures of the Indians all going up my mother's stairs, but there was nothing as beautiful as that. That's amazing.
I thought I see something move past Sister Drew's shoulder.
By the shelf, Sister. It's maybe Clara. She'll be around because Sister Sherry's here. That's my little fairy energy.
Hello, my little sweetheart.
Yeah,
you've been coming to the play garden, haven't you?
She loves Sherry. Anytime Sherry's around, Clara's usually around.
Hello, my little sweet pie.
Oh, I gotta
Yep.
fix this.
Primrose
now.
and Liara send their love to you as well, Angel.
Yep, you feel her around you, and then you'll be sitting and you'll feel like as if something's just escaped out
Oh.
the room. I think.
Give me a minute. I'm trying to fix this camera right.
Yeah, no, you do. I always feel when Cleara's here, and I always know when they go to Drew. Like my ones go to Drew. It's nuts. They do. They meet up. Like I was out there the other day. Went outside to just do some garden stuff, and I could see Liara, Clara, and Primrose sitting on the top of my shelter, just sitting there swinging their legs, and I was like, "Yeah, typical girls, just sitting there having a chin wag." Just like
taking cooling the breeze together. Yeah, you just feel a little kind of swish around you, and you're like, "What was that?" And then you're like, "That's the fairy energy. She's away to cherries."
I'm making it worse.
You know, you're you're disappearing on us.
it's true. You have a
I'm
little
trying to
one.
fix my camera. I moved it, and then now I'm like.
She's saying that there's a little one. There's a little one around you who keeps poking his head.
Yep, probably. I'll try and screenshot them once I go off and just finally get a picture of them. But you feel them around you all the time, guys. You just have to be open to their energy. The way I try and live my life in a kind of a state of being always kind of calm. I try and keep myself as calm as possible whenever I'm just sitting my normal day. If you can kind of keep yourself to a calm place, you know who you are, you know kind of what works for yourself and what doesn't. Meditate a lot. Be open to them as well. Let them know.
To Willow.
That way.
Yes, exactly.
If you want, if you want to be as calm and as bent backwards as you want to come to Willow's house, you will be calm. There's music, incense all the time. You will not feel no stress.
It's so true, guys. Honestly, she laughs.
Camera's bugging the crap out of me.
That's perfect.
See,
oh dear.
I have missed this.
Just down a little. There you go.
Yep, I've missed this. Seeing on a mad, wacky way, Sister Mystical trying to sort out a camera angle. Then there's me and Sister Drew, and all of us getting our spirits going everywhere.
It's usually the squeaky mic with her, isn't it?
See, since I had to redo my room, this cabinet back here, I'm like, this cabinet back here is where I keep all of my odds and ends stuff, which I call crap. I don't want my crap on the video, so I have to no, wrong way.
Oils and things. It doesn't look like crap.
There. There.
Good crap, guys. Seriously, good crap.
Like that.
Oh, I have. I've missed this.
I keep all of my shipping stuff and just other little things.
I thought she was going to say something else then. No,
so, it's down, but let's see.
We don't get scared. They are good energies. All right, did you spot more energies, ladies?
Now,
no, don't get worried, Lee. Seriously, all of the energies around us are nice, okay? They will not hurt you.
And he's put in those apps. He's put in those ghost apps on his phone. He's probably in there. Is there a spirit here?
Well, some of them are.
Well, that probably don't help the situation either. If you've got bloody ghost apps on your phone, right? Every time it pings off.
The Mystical's got the place all protected.
Yeah, it's still on.
So there won't be anything really come through because the place is protected and all enclosed.
Yeah.
Oh,
so
yeah.
It's safe.
Yeah.
And I've got my circle thing around my area, so nothing gets through here that's not good anymore. So.
Hey, maybe if I do this. No, that shows the closet.
It's okay the way it is. All we can see is
I was going to ask you, did you get your book today? Did your book turn
No, I didn't get it today for some reason. It's still saying for delivery. But I know why
did
that
you find your book, sis?
Yeah, it's because the local delivery driver, we have the post office who'll deliver parcels, and then we'll have like Herms, and then we'll have the other delivery place. So usually it's people's houses that's got the parcels in it. so it'll probably be delivered in the morning because it's Hems,
okay.
not
And
post
did
office.
you find your book, Sister Mystical? Because you said you
Yes!
thought you had it.
Yes!
you found it. Yay!
I found it in the box.
Good.
It was
Good.
like in the third box because there was a whole bunch of books in it. So I got it and I put it underneath the TV so I wouldn't know where it was at. But I got to bring it and put it in here.
Well, I'm not going to show it now because I'm going to wait for sis
Oh,
for
show
hers
it.
to
It's
turn
fine.
up.
Just show it. It's fine. Yeah.
Yeah,
we
we're
will
just
get on together
chit-chatting.
anyway and talk about it, guys. I'm not going to
Right.
give any views, but
Yeah, no, it's fine. So just show it.
This
It's
is
just
my one.
it's a book so we can all study together, guys.
Yeah. Now is yours hardback or soft? Mine's softback. Mine's soft.
Yeah, mine's is soft as well, I think. Yeah, it's quite big. It's
Yeah,
bigger than
that's
a book.
that's the one that I have. It doesn't seem like it's that thick though that I could remember.
Yeah, probably.
Yummy, go get it. Yummy, go get
Go
it.
get it.
yeah.
Go get it, because I think it should be.
Don't look at my junk when I get up.
It's not
Don't
junk.
look at the junk in the
Ordinary.
trunk. I just thought I'd say that. Don't look at the junk in the trunk.
Yours is coming by Yodel, Kerry. Mine's is Hems, I think. It's one of those.
Look at all that junk in my
Might
trunk.
be Yodel.
It's Mystical's trunk. Look, there's a lot over there.
We can see Mystical's junk in the trunk.
But yeah, like this, it is really interesting, guys. I'm not going to say much about it because I want to wait till Sis gets hers as well. But it is really good. Like all the
it's
bits you
okay.
get in there, and
Don't definitely talk about it. It's fine.
Where am I?
you're here.
No, I'm not on the. I'm not on the thing.
Yes, you are.
You are.
I'm
can
not
see
on my
it.
end. It's still. Oh, because the email popped
All right.
up. Hold up.
No, it's okay. Talk about
I was going to say, what the hell? You're sitting on the screen here. How you not? I was getting a
I went
glitch
in
there.
there and Lee said, "How come you're in here? How can you be in here when you're on there?" And I said, "There's a delay." I'm back, but I don't see me on here. So something.
Yeah, there's about a minute delay, I think.
Let me bring you out and put you back in. Hang on.
But it's fine to talk about the books.
Oh, there I am.
I don't
There you
mind.
go. There she's
There
back
I
now.
am.
Woo.
I'm back. See, look, I found it.
Good.
It was a bit dusty. I found it.
Yeah, we've all got the same books.
Yeah,
so we
now
can just-
mine's a bit bigger for some reason. It's like
Yeah, it
bigger,
seems
but not
like
as
it,
thick.
right? Look.
No, I
How
think
many-
they're about
How
the
many
same.
pages? How many pages you have? 30.
There's maybe different editions.
304.
304. It's the same
304.
book.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, the same, but
Okay,
it's just made
cool.
bigger then.
Well, maybe because I'm short, yours is bigger.
I think they're the same size. I really do. I think they're the same size. It's just maybe because of the it's deceiving.
Oh my God, Phoenix, behave! Oh, look at the
Oh,
sexy
look at the
booty
sexy
on
booty
Sis
on
Special.
Sis
Behave.
Maybe she
You're
turned
gonna
into a
start making me
vampire.
bust out
Tim
that song, didn't you? If you
Oh,
carry on.
hey, Eli.
My milkshake brings all the boys to the yard. Damn right, they're belly.
Hi, Eli, brother.
Don't ask, guys.
Doing a silly moment.
Yeah, but it's because we're happy. We're happy because we're all back together. The three sisters are back together. But yeah, we're going to do some research. We
Yeah,
are
I
going to
gotta
be
sit
doing
like
some
this.
talks and some classes with these books. It's a really
Yeah.
good book. Really, really good book. Got lots of informative stuff in there, and it tells you how to make your tinctures and all of the other things. So I'm feeling pretty at home with this book. But she's got some other ones out, and I'm going to get the other ones as well. I need the other ones.
Yeah, you were saying that. I'll need to have a look, sis.
Well, see, I think I have like other remedies or something like
Hey,
that.
Eli, brother.
Can't remember. I'll have to
Yeah,
go get them.
Well, I put
Let me
in
go
like
look.
the
Let
lost
me go
book of
look.
herbs, and it come up with like 3 or 4 different ones. Like there was a medical one, a medicine one. There was
It
like
says
all
mine
types.
has been picked up. Mine has been picked up and it's out for delivery. So it's probably sitting in that person that delivers parcels.
So it should be here tomorrow then.
Yeah, it'll be here tomorrow.
Oh, good.
Or on Monday.
Long time no see. I know. How are you, Kerry sis? Lots of love.
Welcome in, everybody. It's nice to see you
But
all here.
it is a very beautiful book, guys, and it's got
It's
a lot
some
of.
size. I didn't realise it was as big. I love big books.
And when it tells you all the uses of it, like what it's good for, and if it's edible, if you can eat it. It tells you everything, like how much you should take. It
Good.
tells you so many details in it. So if you are
Oh, it's
somebody
going to be
that's
good.
new to herbs and you're thinking of going into herbs, maybe this book would be a really good one for
We
you to
will,
get into.
Eli,
Just
brother.
describe how to do things.
Yep. See,
It's
I
going to
have
be so
this one.
valuable. Oh, what's that one? Oh, see, that's the one that I keep seeing you with in your playlist, and I want to get it. Who's that one again?
That one. And
Yeah,
then I have that
the
one.
oils and incense one. Who wrote that book, sis? That one, the oils and incense.
And then I have this one is the crystals and minerals and stuff. I have a
Oh
few
yeah,
more
see,
over there, but I just kind of grabbed this. This
Yeah.
is the botanicals.
oh yeah, that looks
Oh, yeah,
really
that's a
cool.
big
That one.
Blackthorns, right?
Yeah, by Amy Blackthorn. And then I have this one.
Oh,
Yeah, they look
sounds
really cool. See, like, I've never really been into books. I've always just learnt naturally. I'm only just
Yeah.
starting to get into books. So
Yeah.
now I'm like, I want that one, and I want that one, and I want that one. It's like, oh my
need
god.
to know. I mean, it's okay knowing everything that we know, but to know what we're doing with herbs and oils and things, you really need to know what you're doing.
Yeah.
So the
Yeah.
And
books
that's
are
what
really
I am aiming on. It's just
Well,
like all of the
see,
herb and oil books, and
important.
crystally books, and
Yeah.
all of like just educational stuff is what I'm
Yeah.
looking for. Like when I
any
first started out, I only had two books: my pagan book and a Wiccan book.
You know you're going to have a big shelf full of cuz.
see any of my books. Whenever I look through them, I share whatever it is in here, like on one of my playlists, and I'll
Yeah.
share it. But see, Lee's bought me these books, and they sat over there for years before I
Yeah,
even looked through
your
them.
own recipes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Because so much of the stuff I've learned, like
Well, good kid.
I
naturally.
if I wanted to learn how to do something, a certain like for a certain illness or something, I would ask my ancestors to show me how to do it. I would sleep on it. I would keep a pad next to my bed, and then when they would show me as I was sleeping, I'd sit up and I'd be writing. And sometimes the words, whatever they were telling me, like a certain flower root or whatever, I wouldn't even know what it was, and I
Stop.
would be writing it down.
And they don't.
And Lee used to sit. He'd be like, "What are you doing?" And then he would see that I was writing, and he's like, "Oh, okay," because then he would know that my ancestors are telling me stuff, and I'm writing it. Then the next morning, I'm looking at it. I'm like, "What the hell is that?" And then I'd have to look it up and see what it is, and then I would write next to it what it is, because a lot of stuff they would use different names than what we use
Yeah,
here.
that's true. Maybe
Yeah,
the
and
old
so
names.
that's a lot how I learned. So when he bought me these books, they sat over there forever,
Oh,
and then
good,
I
Eli.
thought I'll just look through them, and then I'll share, whatever I'm reading. I'll just, share it and do a video on it.
Yeah.
That's
Sherry
awesome,
scrolls
Eli.
up with the prettiest smile.
Well
Hey?
done, Eli, brother.
Yeah, like it is interesting and stuff like that. Like yeah, like, I am starting to get into the books, but like Sister Mystical, I learned naturally. I just learned through like being connected
Yeah.
to nature and the creatures and the the different
That's
energies I
why I
used to
love
sort
all
of
of
work
us.
with.
We're all so different. Yeah. I started with watching YouTubers, and then I just copied
And
what
now
they
I'm going
did.
to what should have
And then,
started at the beginning,
yeah.
but
And then
it
I
didn't.
started to get books and things that they were reading. But I think because they were sharing things like, oh, I followed Lady Grave Dancer and obviously now Mystical as well, because they show you how to do things. So I didn't really need to have books. But then once you start to get the gist of how to do the candle magic, the jars, and something else you want to do, you want more and more and more. So you have to start buying books.
Yeah,
'Cause
no,
you're like a
definitely you have to.
sponge. Yeah, you're like a sponge.
Yeah, just want to.
Just soak
I'm
everything
always
up.
at my
Just
best.
soak
This is
everything up.
God's honest truth, guys. I am always at my happiest when I'm sitting in a lesson. See, whenever somebody's teaching us something like Uncle Danny or Sister Colleen, or even just oil or something that Mystical shared, or a prayer or something Sherry shared. I am always at my element when I'm learning something magical. I feel that's when I'm at my happiest. I love it because I know that I'm doing things for my future, and that I feel as if when you're learning this type of stuff, it helps you sort out a lot of your thoughts in your head because you start to
Thank you.
understand why you've thought certain ways and things. So it really is good for your mental health, I feel, learning this type of stuff.
And I think you know when you're in the right faith and stuff like that and the right path, you know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
it's not, it doesn't feel like work, even though you're really busy and you're
Oh,
non-stop. It
thank
doesn't
you,
feel like work.
Eli.
It just feels like a love. It feels right. Everything just seems to feel right. You know what I mean?
You're
We
welcome,
all have
brother.
our bad days and our down days.
Yeah.
That's never going to end.
Mm-hmm.
But I can honestly say that I get up every day enjoying being a witch and being who I am.
Oh,
I do.
yeah.
I don't think I'd be happy any other way. So
Right now, because of all the things, like as you know, guys, I lost my little nephew. He was only 9 years old in a tragic accident. So coming to terms with all that in the last, 6 weeks has been a lot. But I've never doubted my practice through that. It's just been hard to get my mind back to practicing and back to doing live streams and communicating with the spirits and things again. It's not that I've gave up my faith or anything, I've not. It's just hard right now to get back to it, to doing tarot readings and things because I'm still suffering mentally with it. I'm still trying to come to terms with it in my head.
but
So
you're
we're
only human.
actually getting there. Yeah.
You're only human. I think a lot of people, when you're spiritual and that, people expect that you don't hurt and you don't feel the same way. But if anything, I believe that when you're spiritual and you're open, you feel so much more and it hurts so much more because of what you can feel.
Yeah,
So,
I do that.
we are only human, guys. We might do magic, we might be able to do really cool things, but we are still people and we
Yeah.
still have feelings and emotions as well. And we sometimes need that sit back
And
and
you know more
people
than
to care and
anything.
love us and tell
Yeah,
us they care.
I know that on the other side as well. It's just everything's a process. Everything's a learning curve. So it's really just trying to let that process
Everything
happen.
needs everybody. Is
Yeah,
how I look at it. Like we need
definitely.
each other, and we need the spirits, and the spirits need us, and the world needs us, and
If
we
it
need the
wasn't
world.
for
Like
my faith,
it's
though,
like that everywhere.
I
You
feel as
Thank
know.
you,
if it
Eli.
wasn't for my faith in my clan chat and all the witchy sisters and things, if it wasn't for that, I would have been in a lot worse of a mental decline through it all than I have been the last 6 weeks. It's not that I'm in a place of badness, if you like. It's just that I'm in a place of trying to understand it all, if is how I
Yeah.
like to say it, and realizing that it's just one of those things in life that we have to get over, and learning other people about it as well will come through time. Because it is a process, guys. As Sister Sherry was saying last year when you lost your nana and you lost your papa and things, that was a process for you last year, wasn't it? Trying to come to
Yeah.
terms with all that
It
grievance.
is, and to be honest, it still is today. It still is. I still find it really hard to be without them, and I wish that I could just pick the phone up. I've been into some really horrible situations recently where I could really have done with my nana or my granddad because of what's going on
Yeah,
with my mum. But you have to be strong, and that's where they say that they never leave you because you somehow out of nowhere just feel that strength in you, and you know that it's your loved ones giving you that strength to carry on.
yeah,
You know what I
yeah,
mean? Like they're there,
Mm-hmm.
even if it's not the way you want them to be there. They're there.
yeah,
They're there. You know what I
definitely.
mean? They know.
Sherry and Drew, y'all are froze up on my screen. Are y'all froze up in the
No.
chat? Somebody
No,
answer in
no,
the
you're
chat.
fine,
Are we
sis.
moving?
You're fine.
Both of you are froze up on mine. I'm moving, but you two are froze up.
I don't understand. Yeah,
Smile, and
you
Drew
guys
froze
seeing
up
us
with her
okay,
eyes closed.
right?
Can you see
Well,
us now?
You're still froze up.
that's weird. Can you
No,
guys see us okay in the
I
chat?
mean,
No, guys, can you see us? Can you hear us? It's showing that there's 6 people on there and there's 101. Well,
I can hear y'all, but y'all are froze up on my end.
Weird.
I don't.
Maybe come out and back in.
Is anybody froze up on the chat?
nobody's wrote either, have they? There's nobody else who's wrote in the room. Oh, look, yes, I felt that when my gran passed and when my mum passed. Yeah, fine. They're saying we're fine.
Well, are you getting bad weather over there, Rochelle?
Well, we did get some rain, but it should be over with. We hadn't gotten rain in forever.
We've got rain here, but it's not heavy.
I don't understand.
But y'all are both froze. Rose looks like she's sleeping because she's froze up with her eyes closed. She's had her eyes closed now for 10 minutes.
Let me bring myself out and put myself back in. Let me bring myself out and put myself back.
Okay.
Am I still sleeping?
Yes, you're still sleeping.
I'm still asleep, guys. Wake me up.
Right, bring Drew out and put Drew back in. Tell me if you can see Drew.
Okay, because I can see you now. You're moving.
Can you see Sister Drew now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now.
Right.
Yeah.
Now. Any of us, I don't think. I think StreamYard is having a bit of a meltdown.
Yeah.
Or something.
Now Drew's awake.
I've told you I was awake, guys. I've never woken.
You're okay on my end, but every often it keeps buffering. Yeah, it's probably the StreamYard guys. And
StreamYard. Plus, remember, in the UK, we are getting really bad rain.
Yeah, we've got rain. I've got rain here at the minute. It's raining now.
That's probably what it is. Yeah, because it was weird because I was moving now. You two were froze up, but you know how you see yourself backstage, like on the deal backstage?
Yeah.
It's still the one where I wasn't in it. You know what I was saying, where am I? I don't see myself. That is still the same way.
Well.
Yeah. Huh? Yeah, I'm going to take a picture of it. Hold up. Let me get a picture and you'll see what I'm talking about. Hold up.
I'm trying not to tie my hair back, guys, because I'm losing it, so sorry if it's a mess. It's annoying me.
Oh. Did you see my hair? I brushed my hair this afternoon. You would not believe how much hair come out. Look.
Wow, sis, please don't let you start losing your hair. Oh, wow.
And I get that all the time because of I've got afro hair because it's so thick.
Your hair's beautiful though.
It comes like it doesn't go. I don't go bald. That's all the time. Ever since I was young.
Let me see. Hold on. See the little picture on the bottom.
Oh yeah, your hair's valuable.
See me on right there. I'm not there.
Right. Wow.
That's weird. I can't even see Drew on it. Where's Drew on there then?
Nuts.
See, I'm not there.
But you are here because we can see you. Sis Mystical's invisible on her phone.
What is I playing around with?
Right there, look.
That's weird.
You can see the cabinet that has all my mess in it. You can see the door.
That's weird.
I'm trying to get it.
That's invisible.
So we can see. So you can see your cupboard, but we can't see you.
Can't be saying it's all the energy.
You haven't got a screen on. Have you got like the green screen on, sis, or something?Maybe that's why you can't see yourself.
No, I don't have no green screen. I don't even know how to do a green screen.
Oh God, no.
I'm not there.
She's saying she can see her cabinet, but she can't see herself. And I only thought, well, green screen.
That's the little.
Did you see that?
That's the little picture for backstage that shows on the bottom.
That's random because we can see you perfectly fine. It's on the screen.
And I can see you up on top, but I'm not in the bottom one.
That's nuts. That is nuts.
She can't see herself at all on there, guys. But if we look here, this is us, yeah. You can see that sis
is in the bottom.
Is in the bottom.
Mr. Lee, you'll be able to see her.
She's in the bottom, right there.
Yeah,
you can see you.
But see, I can see.
A vampire comes soon.
Where all three of us is on top. I'm there, but the picture on the bottom for backstage, I'm not there. That's weird.
She is.
She has a vampire.
Some of the opera is there. It's,
So
you can
if I
hear the
make
voice, but
funny
you can't
faces,
see her.
if I make funny faces, nobody would have seen it backstage
Well,
because I'm
that's
not
true.
in backstage. I'm not
You
there.
get the Phantom of the Opera vibes, don't you, when Mystical's saying that? You hear the voice from the below, but you don't see it.
Yeah,
You know.
but see, like right here on top, you can't, like if I move like this, you can't see that cabinet in the back except the edge. But down there, you see the whole entire cabinet because I'm not
They're
sitting in
punishing
front
you.
of it.
Yeah, that's because you made a big fuss about it. They're making the cabinet exposed.
Yeah, so they've like,
I'm not.
Yeah.
They're
So
annoying you.
remember, I told everybody, if you see anything, don't say nothing. My husband's watching on the TV.
Yeah. Keep it
all
in
right,
your
crazy guys. We do not have a sad moment when we're on our shows. Like literally, there's always
No,
something
never.
weird going on and conversation.
So
Never
I wasn't down there. I was up here. Drew was froze asleep, and Sherry was froze with the prettiest smile on her face you ever seen.
I'm just so glad I wasn't wearing my fairy outfit or something.
Yeah. You know you favourite fairy, okay.
So I was wondering if I started making faces and sticking my tongue out, would anybody actually see it?
But you just imagine it. They wouldn't know if you was watching them or not. Would they? You know what I mean?
No,
Like even that's another song. I've got that feeling somebody watching me. And there's Mystical watching us all, but you can't see her because she's
I know.
invisible.
She's got an invisibility cloak on.
Yeah,
I
Harry
know,
Potter.
it's so
When you've been to
weird.
Hogwarts and you've nicked the invisible code from Hogwarts.
Right,
Sherry,
we need
take
the
me out.
recipe.
Take me out and bring me back, and let's see if I end.
Hey, Sister Mystical's been to Hogwarts and nicked Harry Potter's invisible jacket.
Invisibility cloak. Let's see if she'll give us the recipe for it.
Nope.
Yeah.
Nope. I am still not.
Still
I am still not there. It is the damnedest.
What the hell is going on?
thing.
nuts.
Look. Now look, I'm gonna take one of the whole thing. Okay, hold on. Photo.
Because the little
And
box usually reflects what's going on the screen. So it's nuts for it to be not there, guys. I just
She
need
is
something
there
like-
because
Now
we
look,
can
I'm
see
gonna
her,
see if
but
you
for
can
some
see.
reason she's been cloaked out.
See, you can see me up here, right? You can see
Yeah.
Sherry, Drew, and me. And then look at the bottom. I'm not there.
Well, so it is. It's away.
Let me see.
That's
Let me get
nuts.
it to adjust. Hold on, let me get it to adjust.
Maybe
You
you
did
need to
see it
press.
was-
There's a little blue box bit at the bottom, yeah, with an arrow. You meant to click that. I think you've probably moved your video over. Is there a little bit with the arrow?
Oh, yeah,
In the
you've
bottom.
moved. No, I don't think
Click
that happens
the,
on
if
the
you click the
phone,
blue
no.
bit on the thing, it
No.
should bring you.
I don't think
there's,
that happens
there's no
on the
arrow.
phone.
The
That's
whole
just the
picture
laptop.
is, the whole entire picture is there. It's just,
Yeah, because you wouldn't
I'm
see the
not in the
laptop.
picture. Right there,
Yeah.
look.
See?
I'm
No,
not
that's
in the
what.
picture.
You sure you went press green screen by accident? Gone
No,
into the
it's not
thing?
on green
That's
screen.
what
Or
you
you
can't
wouldn't
see.
see her.
I'm on. How would I hit green screen on the
Yeah.
computer?
Plus, if she was on green screen, we wouldn't see her background. She would just be hazy.
Yeah, I would
That's
be there
weird.
and not the
Yeah,
background.
that's
But in the
it.
picture, the whole background you seeing up here is here.
You should
but
not
it's not
have
down there.
mocked your cupboard saying it's got crap in it because they have made sure you don't show it now.
That is not crap. It's just odds and
I
ends.
know.
Yeah,
Now
yeah.
look,
You can't explain anything else for it, guys.
I'm making
She's
it
offended our
bigger.
guardians.
Look, I'm making it bigger so you can see right there. You can see the.
Oh, yeah, you can
let me
see
get
the
it.
unit, the outline of the unit, but
No,
she's
she's
not there.
not.
They've like
No.
equalled her out.
I'm-
They're like, yeah.
They're
Let me
saying
get
this
it
is
to
not
where-
junk. This is
I wanna-
odds and
right?
ends.
Okay, there. You can see it. Look. You see
Oh,
the
that's
door?
random.
in and out as if it's trying to come through. You
Are
sure
you
you're
sure
not
you
moving
didn't
the
hit
door
something
that
by
you-
accident? I can see. She said, "Look, there's something.
It's trying
Something's there."
to come. It's trying to come.
No,
That's
it's
not-
just not. Yeah, it's just not there. I'm not there. I'm invisible. Anybody need any money? I'm
We
gonna go
need
get
the
some.
secret. No, go to the bank. Go to the bank.
Yeah,
We
like
can
Drew said.
officially, we can officially say we've got a ghost on our stream. because she's there talking, but you can't see her in the chat.
Exactly. See, we don't fake anything, guys. We just don't. These things just happen.
That's just
We have no
like
control.
crazy.
That's
Yeah,
not
It's her
see, look,
spirits. I can guarantee it's her spirits.
Look, because
Right?
you can
Yeah,
see
all
the
right then.
door, right? You see the door and everything. But in
Yeah.
that little picture, you see the door and you see that back there. But I'm not
You're
in it.
not there. You can see it. Yeah,
She's a
Ow!
vampire.
Look! Ow! Ow!
See,
I'm
Kim
here!
says, I
Ow!
told you.
I'm
Yeah.
here!
We know you're there. We can see you. We can't see you.
Oh, it's crazy!
Spirits, what are you doing?
It's crazy.
Kim says, I told you.
Yeah, Kim,
Yeah,
I
but
said I
that's what
thought
they say, don't
maybe.
they? That you can't
Kim
see
says,
a vampire's reflection.
Yeah.
Yeah,
know what I
Kim
mean?
says, I said I thought maybe she turned into a vampire. LOL. Oh my goodness. And she even took me out and brought me back, and I'm still not in that.
See, that's the weird part. Yeah. Because that
Try it one more
reflects
time.
what's going on in your box.
Let me try it one more time. Tell me if
Okay.
it comes back.
That's
Well,
nuts.
give her a couple of seconds down there.
The thing is, though, it's trying to come through. You can see where she's supposed to be.
No,
Nope. It's
No.
the same.
Still the same. See, I can't see it unless you put it up on the screen.
I'm not sitting in that picture. I'm not sitting in front of the cabinet. I'm just not there at all.
Yep. It's just not there. It's as if you're
my
trying to come
face.
in.
I'm just like,
It's nuts.
But like Drew says, a green screen would change
Oh,
your
yeah,
background
I
and you would
told
be
you
there.
there
It
was
wouldn't be
an
the opposite.
energy jumping around the three of you sisters.
Yeah, probably Phoenix.
Probably the Fae.
Yeah, it'll be the fairies because they do want to be more involved. They do, and they trust all you guys, or they wouldn't even let us talk about you. To be honest,
That's
talk
true.
about them.
Or was
Sorry,
just sitting there laughing, saying that
we know it's them. Yes.
Mystical's invisible. I said, I'll have words with you after. Stop picking on Mystical.
When I go out, Lee's gonna be like, "What the hell were you talking about?"
You're going to have to sit and explain to him.
Your wife
I know.
is
That's why
invisible.
She's
If you
why I
come
took a
into the room,
picture.
Mr. Lee, and come and look at her phone, she's on the screen, but she's not on the phone. Okay, so she's invisible.
Not there.
Like she's nicked Harry Potter's invisible cloak.
He'll be laughing as
She's
well.
been to Hogwarts.
That's why I have a picture of. That's why I took the picture of all of us. I don't know if you can see
You've
it
got
or
to.
not. Look.
It's not.
Yeah, no,
stuff.
she's not. It's
just
random.
not
How
there.
can you not be
Yeah.
on it?
Disappeared.
Yeah.
You can see it on the big screen, but look below.
Yeah. But
That's crazy.
What the hell?
That's nuts. Not there, she's gone.
I wonder if we snap pictures of me sitting in the phone as well, or if we've disappeared with her.
Wow. That's crazy, isn't it?
I've
We
never
know
seen
we're
that
right.
before.
We really
I
didn't
keep
need
getting
that.
random photo shoots. Right, I'll sit my phone when I start to do my streams. I'll sit my phone and somebody starts doing photo shoots with me, starts snapping pictures of me when I'm
Yeah, you
the
never
other
know.
day, somebody
That's
snapped me
right.
walking around in my bra and knickers. Snapped me in my bra and knickers as I was walking
You're on
around
the
with
phone
pictures.
making the fairy stuff that time and they took a picture of you, didn't they?
Yeah.
Yeah,
And that
it's
was on the
not-
live. We were sitting
Yeah.
there and I was doing something with the Faye thing and it snapped. When it's done it a
snapped
few
the
more times,
picture.
it caught me standing over this side of the bedroom in my bra and knickers.
Oh, you can laugh. But
Like, what the
imagine
hell?
randomly posted them.
So Sherry says it was paused from when you went out to get the book. Yeah, but Sherry's taken me out and brought me back
Yeah,
twice.
so it would restart.
Yeah, so it shouldn't be paused anymore.
Plus,
And-
what goes
Yeah.
on our little box goes
Hello,
in the
Rex.
bottom screen.
Hello,
You go
Curtis.
Hi, Curtis,
Phoenix.
brother.
Hi,
Yeah, no,
Curtis.
like when you're on the screen, if you remove somebody and then put them back, they automatically become unmuted because
Yeah.
they've been moved and back in. So she
Right.
wouldn't be muted unless you know
Plus,
what I
you
mean.
can't mute them on your box without being
And
shown.
if
It
you
doesn't work like
turn the
that.
camera off, if you turn the camera off, it wouldn't show her invisible. It would just show the whole screen off and just the picture. You know what I mean? So there's clearly
Right.
Going on.
Yeah,
something
it
that
wouldn't
she's
take bits
closed
and pieces.
somehow.
Yeah. Yeah, and so Phoenix says, I told you there was an energy jumping around the three of you.
Yeah, it's the
Phoenix
fae.
is
I bet it's the fairies.
laughing. She says, I hear a very far away voice saying it was us doing it.
Yeah, it's the
And
fairies.
then
They like
Phoenix
to
says,
play
I got
around.
my noise canceling headsets on. And Kim's like, ha 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 ha.
The door is open in one, and then the other photo. That's why I asked, or something. She's saying. That's what Kerry's
The
saying.
door is open. All right, yeah.
Yeah, but when she
That's
took
when
me
they must have
completely
froze it.
out, yeah, when she took me completely out and then came back. See, when the door was open, that's when I went that way. But the
Yeah.
second time I came, I didn't go out the door. I'm in the prayer room and I just went around the computer, so the door was closed at that time.
Yeah.
But when she took me out and brought me back, and then took me out and brought me back, that should just be me in there normal now, like
Yeah.
like if
She's
I'm
not
on
there.
Because it
on the
reflects what's
screen.
going on in your
Yeah,
box.
because yeah.
She is there,
So
but
the
she's
door's
not there.
open.
She's
The
invisible.
other photo is why I asked. Yeah, the door was open when I went out the first time
Oh, that's true,
to
Phoenix.
get
So
the
true.
the
Oh,
green
I
book.
100% agree.
Yeah.
There is
So
never ever a dull moment when our sisters are together. Never.
That's
I think
good for
this is
you.
the most bizarre thing, though, that I've had on our shows together. Though I think
Clara's laughing.
that's the most bizarre because you can't see sis in that vid in the
That's
picture.
nuts. I've never
Yeah.
heard that before in my life.
yeah.
And it's not
And
as
it's
if you
So
can put your
speaking about the fairies.
okay, take me out one more time. Completely take
Right.
me off again.
She would have to totally leave and come back in, probably the full stream.
Okay, so I'm back up here. See, but the bottom is just the same. I'm not.
You
there.
might have to. The sis Drew said you might have to go right in and come back
And
out,
click the link
come back
again.
in again. But
Click the link.
is there any point?
Yeah, I
Because
would
we
do
can
No,
see
there's
her
no.
anyway. Because
Yeah,
we're going to be
Yeah.
spotting soon anyway.
Yeah.
I can see you and they can see you. So it's
Okay.
she's invisible on her phone. Okay, guys, that means that
Yes.
the Fae are in Mystical's phone.
They just
stopping her
like
from
to
being
do these
seen.
little things. That's
Yeah.
their energy. It
Yeah,
gives
because
them
when
a
I come
buzz.
back, that should have been like all normal. You doing all right, Curtis?
Yeah,
Nice
how
to
are
see
you?
you, Curtis.
Yeah. I saw where his daughter had some new devices the other day. I saw that
Well, I'll
video.
need to look. They sent me the link, but I've not had a chance to go on yet. I've hardly been on YouTube, brother.
Oh, that's
Just
very
been
cute
busy.
of you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Phoenix, these ladies make my day. Oh, that's very sweet.
Oh, you make our day as well, you know.
Yeah.
So you do.
We love all our fam and stuff, and it's been
Love you,
really
dog,
nice to
honey.
just get on with both sisters and just chill with all of you guys. It's been really nice.
Yeah, sure is.
Mhm.
It's great to
Been
be
a little,
back.
a bit of a release and a laugh. I am thinking about going and probably doing another like musical stream this week. I don't know if I'm actually going to get my drums out and actually do an actual live
See how you feel,
musical
sister.
show. See how I feel.
Mhm. See how the
And
week
stuff.
goes. Hopefully we'll get good weather in the UK, guys.
And yeah,
You'll see
woodlands.
Sister Sherry do more and you'll see me do more. It's just miserable right now, isn't it, Kerry? Sister
Yeah,
Kerry.
It is. It's
cold and I'm
horrible.
burning
It's
up
horrible.
over here.
Yeah. You're getting it too hot.
It's 6:30 and it's until 91 degrees.
Wow.
I would
Yeah.
melt. I really would melt. That's nuts.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
All the weather's nuts. Everything's changing.
Yes, it is. Yeah.
The dogs and the chickens have to have paddling pools, guys, because it's so hot. Most of you do watch Mystical's channel, I know that. Have you noticed how much water and things she's had to put out for the pups
Hey, Melody,
and
sweetheart.
for the chickens because it's just so hot? They need a bath there as well as their normal drinking water. It's
Yep.
nuts.
Guys,
And how many covers have you put up for them? How many shelters have you had to do? That's been 3 shelters, I think, you've built for them in the last
Guys,
2
Yeah,
Melody
weeks.
says
yeah, and he
hello.
was trying to
Loves
eat
you. We
them.
love you too.
Oh, hey, Melanie, say hi to
Hey,
her.
Yeah,
Melody.
Melody says to say hello.
Nice
We
to
love you
see
too,
you.
sweetheart.
Yeah,
Nice to see
yeah,
you.
Yeah, it's been raining here like for the last couple of days as well, and that, and
Oh,
like I
no.
love the rain and it's feeding the plants. Don't get me wrong, but it's annoying
Yeah.
me. So I want to get out to my woodland again to get some more footage, and I want to get back up to the graveyard and look
Yeah,
at that area where I caught primrose the other
yeah,
day.
Primrose.
I
Need to
really
get
want to see
back
if I
up
can get
there.
any more because
It's just a
that'd be
bit of
really cool.
patience.
And the spirits, obviously, we're not going to miss the spirits out as well. I
Oh,
want to
yeah.
see them as well, but.
I do.
yeah.
See, I'm in a bit of a dilemma, guys, and maybe my 2 sisters can help me with this. I've already spoke to Uncle Danny about it. He's not replied to me yet, but see, I'm in a bit of a dilemma about Birkwood, okay? Because you know, I've always went to Birkwood ghost hunting and things, but I feel because one of my family members has had an accident down there, do I do I still ghost hunt down there? And I don't know. I'm in one of those ways about it. Do I leave
Maybe
it alone now?
I say give it time.
not
When
now.
you,
I don't
yeah,
think now.
if you're thinking that and wondering that, then don't do it. When it comes
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
no.
time that you don't even that's not a concern to you anymore. If the word if comes up,
yeah,
then it'll be okay. Then
yeah,
it will be
true.
fine. But as long as you
Because my
have that
instincts are
feeling of
telling me right
should
now.
I, then it's a no.
Yeah, my
And
instincts
it is
are putting
definitely
that in my
too
head.
soon for you to do it up there. And
Yeah.
like you were saying, like the other day, like certain things probably would need to be up there, done up
Yeah,
there just before to get all the land back to normal. And that I
yeah.
did say
Because the
some of the
prune
stuff
things
too,
will all hurt. That's for
you
sure.
know.
That is going to feel hurtful.
But it
Definitely.
wouldn't be good to visit there and do anything like
So,
that at the minute. You're still very
yeah,
new to you and new to him. You know,
yeah,
like give it time.
definitely.
You'll know when it's right. And you may never want to
Mhm.
go back there again. It may never feel right to you again, and you'll know why.
Mhm.
You know,
Exactly, yeah.
time will
Mhm.
tell.
And I'm a great believer in that I've already made a connection to the spirits at Birkwood. So I feel if I was in the park, for example, and I wanted to communicate with them, I feel as if they would probably come down to see me anyway, especially when Mr. McCurdy's tomb is in the cemetery down in Les Mihigo, the old cemetery that I visit. So I
Of course,
feel as
they
if
would
any
come to see you.
yeah, they would probably come there anyway.
They've
It's
got used to your energy. They've got used to your energy being there. They've probably walked around and followed you to a lot of places. Like anywhere that you go, if you call out to certain energy, they will know where you are. You know what I mean?
yeah,
You ain't got to be in that place to be able to communicate with them. And
because I
sometimes I'll
feel
be
like Mr.
here and
McCurdy
I'll
does
call out to
that.
my energies in the church, and I'm not even in the church. I'm here, but they will come to you because they know.
Mhm.
Do you know what I mean?
If
So
you think
don't
about
worry
it
about
as
that.
well, I think it was one of the spirit boxes I done down at the new cemetery, but it was at the old part where Mr. McCurdy's. I don't know if it's his grave that's there or just a memorial. I think it's just a memorial up in the new cemetery, and I do feel as if that one point in time when I was communicating them up there, that I feel as if Mr. Mackenzie was around. And I feel that's because the two of them are like gentleman type energies, if you know what I mean, like the old energies. And I feel as if because Mr. Mackenzie's probably quite protective of me, I feel as if he showed up with me communicating with Mr. McCurdy because it would have been the same era that they were alive, I do believe. So I do feel that quite strongly that any time I talk to somebody of a certain age,
Yeah, it
Mr.
can be that, but a lot of it is just you in yourself. Like what
True.
people forget is when you go to the investigations, even though you use all the equipment and you communicate and whatever, you leave your energy stamp there. They know that
Yeah,
energy. So it don't matter where you are in the world or where you go, if
yeah, you need your
they really know you
sense.
need them, they
Yeah,
can be there. Or if
yeah,
they'll know when you're trying to communicate with them, they'll be there. They can go anywhere. You don't have to communicate with the spirit in the place that it's meant to be in.
yeah.
You can communicate with them anywhere.
Anywhere they want, yeah.
You know what I
It's
mean?
been
So
weird. So, Sister Mystical, have you got any plan? I know it's hot right now, but have you got any plans of going out any hunting this year?
Well, we were going to do the cave, remember?
Yeah.
Okay, and then the weather did this flip flop, and we didn't have no in between. It went been from freezing cold to friggin'
That's
hot.
yeah.
Well, now all the snakes are out now. One of the stray cats caught a snake the other day,
God,
and
yes.
Lee and snakes don't get along.
I don't like them.
So and a couple of my team members are like, I ain't going out if the snakes are out. So
True.
that is going to be on hold now till maybe fall or something when the weather is cooler.
Right. Okay. I don't blame you
So,
because it is too
but
hot.
yeah, and then when my son comes, well, probably two of my sons will come down with their friends on Christmas. They want to do some paranormal investigations because they've never done them before. So they want
Good.
to go with us. So they want to go to, well, Lee mentioned to him about the tunnel, and I mentioned to him about Sensabaugh Tunnel because we always get a lot of activity there. And
What?
then Lee told him maybe we'll go back to Red Ash Cemetery again, see what we can find. Now,
Good.
since it's going to be the week of Christmas, if my team can't make it, there's going to be enough of them coming down that they are up,
Oh
you know,
yeah.
that they can run the devices and stuff. Because, like James said, Mom, we can run your devices if they can't make it, you know, because with them, we can only do it on Sundays because when they're off.
Yeah. Right.
But James said if they can't, then we don't have to worry about Sunday. We can just do
That'll
it
be good then. That'll
any
be good to see
day
you with your
and
sons.
get them.
That'd be
Yeah,
good to see that. That'd be really cool.
Family affair.
yeah, because they've never gone on a an investigation before that I'm aware of. So they're excited about it. So for
Eye
sure one is
opening.
coming with his buddy. He's gonna find out if our other son, the youngest one, if he can come
Good.
also. But that's far away. That's still in
Yeah.
December. But right now snake season, they're just not out. The babies and all of that are out too. So we're kind of leery right now. We were watching some investigations on YouTube from this area, the different places and cemeteries and all of that, and almost every one of them run across snakes.
Snakes.
You know, yeah, and Lee's like,
Oh,
I ain't doing no snakes. And I'm like, you
I
just
don't
take
blame
a
them. I don't
stick.
like snakes.
I said,
Don't blame
take
them.
a stick and just move the stick in front of you. I said, you got to remember, snakes are just as scared of you that you are of them. When they want to bite is because they're startled. But if you're making noise, it gives them time to slither away, you know.
True.
And so I told him, and he's like, nope, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going
I
to
don't blame them.
do it.
Thank you, Curtis.
It's beautiful, isn't it, Curtis? Yeah,
It
it's
is starting to
beautiful.
bloom, which is
Yeah.
really good. Some
And
strange
I've got my
things
little
going on.
plant here. I've got my little plant. I started small.
It's good though. Oh
There you
look, it's so
go.
cute.
Yeah.
Aww.
See,
I've just
That,
been watering it. It's a sun trap at that window, so it sits there. Something nice and
yeah.
blooming to look at.
I have no windows that I can put anything in because all my windows have stuff in front of them. So I have no room to put nothing in front of windows. And outside it's so
Yeah.
freaking hot. Everything's burning up. The whole garden is like looks burning up except for the
I
sunflowers.
so
honestly, I
And
yeah,
think it's nuts how it can get. How we are so cold here, yet yous are so warm there.
we've been in
It's
triple
just
digits.
surreal.
It doesn't get hot like that here, and we've been in triple digits.
You
And
said that,
like
mystical,
Phoenix
yeah.
said,
Tennessee heat
yeah, that
isn't like that.
next coming week they're going to be in the triple digits, and we pretty much got the same from all the way from Canada to here. We've got pretty much the same
Same weather.
temperatures. That's going to be that
I'd
hot.
even
So
Have
I
to
would
stay in
even
the house
say
under
that
the air conditioning, don't you?
I'd even say that the heat here, when it's been really hot here, it's hotter than it would normally be. Like, to
Oh
be honest, we
yeah.
haven't really had it very much here. Like, I had a couple of days the other day where it was really, really hot to the point. Like, I love the sun and stuff like that, but I had to come in because, like, I felt like because the heat over here, like, when I say this all the time, when I went to Texas and when I come here, the heat is different.
Yeah,
Because
it's
over
a
there,
humid.
it feels like the heat's dry, where over here it's sticky and it's horrible. Like, it's just everything sticks to you.
We're complaining right now because of the rain. Wait till it's hot, we'll be complaining it's too
I
hot.
I melt being here even though I love the sun, I melt being here. But I loved being out in Texas. But they all over in Texas are going, "Oh my God, it's too hot to go out." And I was loving it.
Yeah,
And that's in
it.
Texas, you know what I mean? And that's way hotter than here.
Well,
But
the
it's
Texas
not
is
the
most,
heat; it's the humidity and everything as well,
Yeah.
and everything comes with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
and here the humidity has been really, really, really bad. But Lee actually saved those chickens, literally saved the chickens yesterday, because when it come time, see, I normally close it at 8:30. We can't close it
Right.
at 8:30 now; it's too hot. So I started
So
pushing it to
hot.
9 o'clock, then to
Mm.
9:30. Well, by that time it's dark, and that's when predators come out. And
Yeah.
I'm like, we can't leave it open. And Lee's like, well, then close them. And I said, if they will die. See, chickens have a core temperature of 107 degrees, Fahrenheit.
Right.
Okay. At 85, if they're, now keep in mind, the coop is open, on the top, on all four sides, with the
Yeah.
protection
The air, the
predators not
sun.
to go in. But at the temperatures that they are outside, can you imagine what they are inside? And I told
yeah,
Lee, I
no,
said, no.
it'd be
I said at
twice. Yeah.
80, I said the temperatures inside the coop, if it hits 85, that's detrimental for the chickens. They
Yeah.
will die. Their bodies will shut down because they can't cool themselves off. Okay? Even with water in there, they can't cool themselves off. So we were out there in the dark and put up, a fan. Lee installed a fan to blow in through the top,
Vents, right?
like the vent to blow in. And
Yeah.
so when it started raining today, I unplugged it, but I'll have to, when I go back out, I'll have to plug it back in.
Okay.
But if he hadn't, because I get my, when you check to see the temperature when you're ghost hunting, doing a
Right, the
paranormal
gun.
investigation, I took that out there and I said, it's like 90 degrees. And at 10 o'clock, it was like 88 degrees. And I said, we can't close them up. They're going to die. So when he turned the fan on and I stuck my hand, I could feel the air, enough in there that the temperature lowered to 82, which was still not good, but they still had 3 degrees there that, they could handle. So this morning, the first thing when I went and let them out, they just all come running out, just happy as could be, that they were
That's when they're bloody hell being, oh, bless them.
Yeah,
Wow.
but look at the time. It is 20 to 7, and it's still like 90 degrees. So when you're closed up in something, it's going to be hotter. So like I said, when I get off, then when I go out there, I'll turn the fan back on again, so it'll start circulating.
They are cute though. Oh, I love them. I was watching Mystical's video the other day, the one where she was making the chicken cottage, and the way that they come running over and the way they're that's so cute.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you just see them like walk past mysteriously, like just walk past looking, and it's like they look towards the phone, then they look back, and then they come a bit. It's just like, oh my God, they're adorable.
And then Amethyst is so private, eating her apples over the other side. Doesn't want to eat with her sisters.
Yeah, there's something. They're just getting to where there's like 2 of them that'll just start coming up to me, but if I reach out, they'll back up.
That.
Yeah,
I feel
so they're just not. Yeah, one day I'll walk out there and they'll all come running to me. I've heard
you
my
will get
food.
peace from them.
If I throw them food or a snack, they run away. They think that I'm throwing something at them instead of for them.
Bless them. Yeah, they are cute though. They are really, really cute.
I didn't think I would
when
enjoy
we first
watching
brought them home, if
do.
you look at the first video when we first brought them home,
I watched the first one. They were all huddled in the corner, but they were all like huddled in the corner. Like, I was like, oh my God.
They were wet. They were wet and they were scraggly and they were molting. For people that don't know what molting is when they lose their feathers and then they get new feathers, so they just look like, like pitiful birds. Yeah, and
they
now
were all huddled in the corner. Like, when you open the door bit, you see them all run towards the corner, and they're all huddled in the corner. I was like, oh look, but they've got really big really quickly, haven't they?
Yeah,
they have got really big really quickly. They're beautiful colours as well. Beautiful.
Oh,
colours.
I can't believe! Is it Onyx the one, or is it Onyx the one that's got the tinted blue through her feathers?
Yeah,
that's the one. Oh, she's stunning.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's so nice.
yeah.
The way the blue shine.
She'll end up getting more of that sheen
Right.
What's the
to
That's
one?
her.
nice.
What's the white one with the brown or the black specks on it? On it.
Uh, the
The white
brown.
one
Oh,
with
the
the
brown one. Oh, the one with
jasper.
that one I named that one Speckles. Those
Speckle.
Speckles?
She,
No,
she's cute. She's got an attitude. She
no.
comes
I didn't
like
name it
past the.
Speckles. Phoenix.
I'm
What did
trying to
I
think
name
what they're
that
called.
chicken? That's the one that Phoenix
Hey,
likes.
wait a minute, right,
Yeah,
there's
she's really cute, and she comes like she's one of
the
the first
jasper.
always to come and do whatever, like, and the others follow her.
There's
Yeah,
She's
two
really cute.
black
She's
ones.
beautiful.
There's
yeah. Cause
amethyst.
There's a
yeah,
white one. It looks like she's white
Selenite.
with like
yeah.
speckles, but
I can't even remember
The
now.
white one, the bigger white one. That one is selenite.
Selenite,
yeah,
I thought
she's
Selenite.
that's
cute. And
The
the one that I'm
selenite.
smaller
saying to
one,
you
the
about, the
smaller
speckle one,
one.
yeah, the speckles one as well.
Yeah,
She's pretty.
Jasper. Yeah, she said
Jasper.
Jasper
Jasper.
because
Yeah,
it's a
it's
yeah
jasper.
because it's actually it's a speckled Sussex, Sussex, speckled
Right.
Sussex is what it is, and that one we named Jasper. Yeah,
They're all
Yeah.
pretty. They've
No,
all
see,
got
they're
pretty
all
things about
beautiful,
them.
but them three I
yeah,
really like.
and
They're
then
so
and
funny
then
though. I
Rose
think they're
the brown
cute.
one is Rose for like like a rose crystal because you
Yeah.
have the Jasper because of all Jasper's a whole bunch of different colors. And then the other black one, the one that's more black, the legs are all black. That one is tourmaline. The black
Tourmaline.
tourmaline, and
Oh, you
those
can't give
and
named them after the stones.
Yeah, they're
Oh,
all
that's so
yeah,
cute.
crystals.
yeah,
They're all
yeah.
I
so
It's
thought you was
cute.
going to
the
say onyx. That was a bit
Yeah.
onyx.
yeah black onyx. Yeah, that's the one black
She's so
onyx. Is
pretty.
the one with
Yeah.
the
Yeah,
bluish purplish.
yes,
Yeah,
beautiful,
Yeah.
yeah,
beautiful,
in it.
They've all got their own
beautiful.
And
little personalities. I think the more that I watch them and I see their personalities coming through, Jasper's very curious but still a little scared, isn't she? She still comes in for it,
Yeah,
but she more sits and
yeah,
she comes
watches.
over,
You
but
need to
then
watch them, guys.
scuttles
They're
away
so
quick. It's like, oh
cute.
dear, she's gone
yeah,
again.
I
yeah,
swore they were going to take the apple out of your hand. I was like, go on, take the apple, but it just
She's the
wouldn't take
yeah.
Duchess of
it.
Sussex. She is indeed. Yeah.
Oh,
She's
yes.
the well, she does yeah, yeah. But I like the Jasper because Jaspers come in so many different shades and stuff, and some
Yeah, they're
have the
beautiful.
speckles to them. And since she's a speckled Sussex, I thought, well, Jasper will be, you know,
Yeah,
Ideal.
they're
Yeah.
perfect.
beautiful
Yeah,
to
perfect.
watch.
But yeah, I tried to
They are
do the
beautiful
all
though.
the crystal thing going on there. So
Yeah, they're definitely characters. I can't wait to see them all start to grow. Well, they're growing up just now, but I can't wait
yeah,
Seeing
to
their first egg.
yeah.
I
Oh,
know.
Seeing their first
yeah.
eggs. That's going to be so exciting.
Yeah,
Do you
and the
have to
thing,
give them false eggs to sit on?
well, you don't have to give them false eggs, but I've been looking for them. Like Tractor Supply carries them,
Yeah.
but they were out every time I go there. And right now, since we're both now on limited income, I try to. We try not to make any. If we're gonna make a trip, like when we go fishing, it's because we gotta get stuff at the store or something like
Right,
that.
make
So
it the
we
one.
do it
Yeah,
all at one time.
quite right. The
But
prices are
yeah,
full.
when the first one lays its egg, if I don't have the little fake ones first, then I'm gonna end up having to like put a little mark on that one and then leave it in the nest so the other ones can. Because
Right,
they'll start laying between 5 and 6 months old. They're already 5 months old. But the
right.
thing is the heat, as hot as it is, will cause the production to slow down.
All
So
right.
and the cold does the extreme cold does the same thing. It causes them to slow down. So I don't
Oh, so
know
they
if
Right.
have
they'll
to
be
be like at
behind or
normal
not.
temperature then.
Temperature.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, exactly. So, but
They're so cute, guys.
the
You can
little
watch
one
them.
that's the little one with the tufts, amethyst. He
Yeah.
she is actually the same age as those bigger ones.
See,
It's
that's
just
how I liked her because she
Oh,
was the little runty looking one, and I just love the ones that's always the little underdog.
yeah, it's just her
yeah,
breed
my
is a
boo was.
little bit smaller.
Right.
But they're all gonna lay different color eggs. There should be some blue eggs, maybe some pink eggs, maybe some
Oh,
olive
Oh,
green
be nice
nice.
to see a
eggs.
blue egg.
I
Yeah,
know.
yeah.
Wow.
brown, brown eggs. So I got the breeds that that laid the different colored eggs, like
Right.
an assortment, because I wanted
So,
them to all be different. Like, who was it? I don't know. It might have been Danny. I'm not sure. Somebody said, "Well, couldn't you find those birds closer to you because we drove away?" The thing was, is I didn't want to get some chickens from here, some chickens from here, some chickens from here. I wanted to get them all at the same place, because if you
yeah.
Yeah.
get them if you get them in different places and you put them together, they're gonna start fighting and picking, and one trying to be
Yeah.
boss over the other. You're
Yeah,
gonna
at
go
least
through
they're all
that
from
whole
the same
mess.
place. They're not going
Yeah.
to as much,
Grow
are
up
they?
Yeah,
together.
yeah. So
Yeah.
when I
Brothers,
got them, they
sisters,
were
brothers,
all in the
sisters, for sure.
same area, and I was like, okay. I started telling her what I want, and then she went and picked it, because I wanted them all different, but they were all raised in the same area, because
They're
she
just
she
each other.
breeds them. Yeah, so she breeds them, so they were all already together. So when I brought them here, they were still together. So that's
Yeah.
And
what I was
I
what I
guess
was
another
wanting.
thing that you wouldn't know if one batch is healthy and the other one isn't, would you really? If like you bought from different places, at least if it was all from
Exactly.
one place, you'd be able to say there's something wrong with your breeds. If you're getting them from
Yeah.
God knows New York or where else, like
Yeah,
you ain't gonna know, are you?
Yeah,
right.
they're all
Yeah,
healthy looking.
yeah. Yeah, exactly. So, and then I've sent her a couple of pictures. I've sent her the little short video of where I named them, where I took the picture and I put
Yeah.
the
That's
name.
yeah.
I sent them to her, and right away she got it, that it all had to do with crystals or stones. She was like, "Oh
Like the best
my
loved
God, that's
chickens in Tennessee.
so precious!" Yeah, and then I showed her
They
the
are.
picture, because she told me that Black Onyx one. She told me that, she said that one will be getting the blue in its feathers. So when it started getting blue and purple, I sent her a
Nice.
picture of it, and she said, "Yeah, the true colors are starting to come out now, because its mom, because she raised them since they were eggs. She hatched them out. She says its mom was the same way and had blue in its feathers. So she
Wow.
figured that one was
Oh,
That must be a
gonna
good
have the blue.
achievement, that, isn't it? Hatching
Yeah.
them from an egg right
Well,
up
see,
to.
that's what I did in Texas. I
Right.
had, I had commercial incubators, and so I would sell them. I would sell the eggs unhatched if they wanted to hatch them themselves. I would sell them like at 2 days old. I would sell them at 3 months old, and then on up, and they were all different prices, because I had over 6,000 birds, all
wow.
breeds. All breeds. I had chickens, I had ducks, I had geese, I had pheasants, I had quail, I had rheas, I had ringneck pheasants. I mean, I had turkeys,
Everything.
all kinds. So anybody that wanted any, they would look me up, and then I would tell them, "Well, come over, tell me what you want," and then I would let them, pick them. I had my breeders that I wouldn't sell, and then all the rest of them, it was just depending on what age group that they
That
wanted
must have
in,
been
that
that
were
must have been
different.
amazing having all of those different types of
No.
birds and stuff.
Yeah,
I
I
love
had.
birds. I'd have been in my
Yeah,
prime sitting there seeing thousands of birds, been like,
I've
yeah. Well,
just. And all
see,
the
I had.
horses and things as
Yeah, I
well.
yeah,
had them on. Yeah, I had them on 10 acres, and so I had the different pens for different ones. They would all free range on the 10 acres. I had a big old pond we had built for all the ducks and the geese, and then when it come time to feeding time, I would put the feed in each one of the pens, and they all knew which pen to go into. I had peacocks, they all
Wow.
knew which
oh
pens to
wow,
go in. Yeah. So they all went into their own pens to eat, and then I would close them up at nighttime.
So
And
they all
then in
stick to
the,
their own breed then. They don't
yeah,
kind of. Yeah, it's
yeah,
nice.
they're
That's,
quite intelligent that way. They do normally stick to their own types. Yeah,
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 that's
yeah,
I
and
nuts.
love
then
birds.
yeah, and then
So
in
they
the
are.
morning I would open up all of the deals,
Peacocks
and then
must be
I
beautiful.
would throw the
Where's
food
Bob?
out. They
Bob,
would
come
all
here.
free range on the 10 acres.
Yeah, no, it is absolutely amazing. And
I do love that.
I'm a huge animal lover. Obviously, being witches, we are animal lovers. We care about animals and that. But I love it. First thing, waking up in the morning and hearing the birds singing and stuff. I think if I was deaf in that, I think I'd hate that because of not being able to hear them singing.
I know.
Or walk as well.
Yeah.
Like I
But
wouldn't like that.
yeah, but see, I don't have any roosters because I don't want any. It's bad enough the dogs bark at nighttime if anything comes around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But at least the neighbors know if they're barking, something is around.
Yeah, it's
The
a warning
roosters
as
that
well.
keep you awake and just aggravate you because they ain't alerting you of nothing. They just freaking ass crowing because they want to crow.
Is it just what
You
been on?
know? Yeah. So I told
6
Leah, I
o'clock
said
in the
if I
morning.
have, yeah. So what I'll do is if I have any broody hens, a broody hen is when they start getting broody, they'll sit on a nest and they won't get off the nest. They'll lay eggs and stuff, or they'll go sit on some more eggs and they want to hatch them out. But if you're
Right.
collecting the eggs, it doesn't stop them from being broody. So if I get a hen later on that one of these goes broody, then I will check around because there's people around that have chickens and
The
stuff. If
Aloni
they
one?
have if they have a rooster, then I will buy a dozen eggs from them that's been,
Right.
fertile, and I will get those eggs and slide them underneath her, and she will think she's laid those eggs, and she'll hatch those eggs out, and then she'll raise those chicks where I don't have to. She'll take them around and show them how to eat and how to drink and do all of the work. So I
Right.
don't have to have a rooster there.
So would the
when
other
I can
mothers help her? Or would she do it herself, or would the
No,
other
she'll do it.
hens help
No,
her?
she'll do it all herself because she
Right.
will let the others know, get away, these are mine.
All right.
Yeah,
These
they're
are
very
my babies.
territorial. They won't let you. Yeah, no.
Yeah, she's not gonna let no other one, no other ones.
So they don't
They
do
normally
that.
stay out the
Yeah.
way until
Don't let them
she
bring up
eases
together.
in with the babies. Once she starts hanging around near him with the babies, then it's fine. But
Yeah.
they won't
No.
step in. No.
Because I know there's some animals, there's certain animals do let like their brothers and sisters, let's say,
Yeah.
get involved in the raising of them, don't they? Like
Birds
meerkats,
don't.
for
They're
example.
quite territorial.
No.
But
yeah,
what you got to
no,
think in the wild, a lot of birds attack each nest, don't they? Like they'll attack each other's
Yeah,
nests
true.
and they
Yeah.
try to take the babies, but they're not happy about that.
Yes, I
Yeah.
saw a video, and the lady was saying that because she had like 3 separate hens and they all hatched eggs out, and she had them together. And every time she would go back the next morning, there would be like a couple of them dead, and it looked like they was being picked and stuff.
Aw.
She couldn't figure out what it was, and I was like, "Oh my God, separate those hens, separate those
Right.
babies." Into 3 different ones. They're killing each other's babies, is what they're doing.
No.
And
No.
finally, after she just had a few of them left, I guess she figured it out because she separated them.
Yeah.
But it was just like,
I would probably do something like that. Think they were one big happy family. That's what I
Yeah,
would
no.
do.
Even though they're all from one place, and
I would-
because I remember, my uncle was a farmer and he used to work with like the chickens and stuff like that, and I was like,
yeah, Kim
and
says
I had
geese will
a
help each
friend that
other.
was father was a farmer as well. So like, why don't you ever keep the chickens all together, like the ones that are all the same? It goes because they'll still fight with each other when they've
Yes,
got babies and whatever,
that's
because
just
they're
yeah.
territorial. They don't like
Yeah.
even their own type and their own brothers and sisters. They won't like them near the babies or anything.
Yeah.
That's why
Yeah,
you should
so-
always separate
yeah.
them. So from
Yeah.
birth,
So
because then
you can
not only that, you stress the mums out as well. You can stress
Yeah.
the mums out and they could
Yeah.
die as well. You don't want any of that happening.
Yeah, you can put them like in a dog pen, like a dog cage inside, the chicken coop or the chicken area, and then have it covered where they can still have privacy part of it, but so the other chickens can still see them. They can see the other chickens, so that when you do finally bring them out, they're not gonna fight with each other. But when they do finally, when you let them out with the babies and stuff, and the other chickens get curious and they want to come around, the mom's going to let them know real quick to, just to back
to
off
get
and
away.
give them their space.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Because she
agree,
starts
Kim.
teaching them. Yeah.
Not all birds are like that, but a lot of like things like chickens and wild birds, they are very territorial. Things like geese and swans and stuff like that, they are very loyal to their groups normally, and they're normally all right. You'll normally see them swim around together and that. But like things like chickens and stuff like that, they're a bit more. And I still wouldn't risk getting near to a geese to find out if it'd be alright with any other geese, because I'm sure it'd still attack it well. You know what I mean? Like if it had to.
Yeah, because we used to take the kids down to Strathclyde Park, which is M&D's. It's the Scotland's roller coaster place, whatever you call it, fun fair place. It's only a 10-minute drive for us. And we used to take the kids down there when Liam was small. When Kerry was small, it started with her. We used to take them down to feed the swans and things. And then we used to take Liam and Zach, but some of them can be very vicious. Like you will stand there a bit of bread, throwing it out to them, and they'll come down and take it right off you and fly away.
Oh yeah,
like, you know.
As they do, yeah.
Yeah, try being at the beach with seagulls and having some French fries. They'll all attack you and get your French fries.
Yeah, I was just about to say that. I remember when Willie had a car at the time. There was William, myself, Liam was only about 3 or something, and his friend Charles, and we went to Aira Drive, and Charles had a fish supper with chips, and we were walking behind him, and he's on the front of us eating chips and a fish supper, and the whatever they're called,
seagull.
The seagull started taking his chips, and he threw them up in the air, and we're behind him. So me, Wally, and the Wayne, Liam, was walking down all these bloody things trying to get to the chips and things that he threw in the air. But he was that scared from them that he threw his chips and things up in the air and threw them basically.
But they will attack. They will.
Yeah.
Like,
there's
a river down in.
Sorry.
Say that again, sis?
I was going to say, Carrie says runner ducks. She says runner ducks my daughter has. They're so funny. Yeah, I used to have some Indian runner ducks. You know how a duck, its body is like this with its head up and its feet here? Well, Indian runners, they stand up like this with their feet here. They stand like upright. Yeah, and when they run, they look funny because it's like a human running on both legs. Because they're not like this. They're they're like up like this.
Yeah, normally they're like that, aren't they? They're like bent over going.
Yeah, I loved. When everybody wanted to buy my Indian runner ducks, and I was like, nope, those are not for sale. No.
I have too much fun watching them run.
Yeah, and that's what got me when I first seen them and they were running through the field. I'm like, I want that one. I want that one. I want that one.
They are cute. What I'm going to do, guys, because we have been on nearly 2 hours, and I'm sure that everybody's bums are probably nearly numb now, because I know that mine's starting to. So
I wondered why Sparkle was getting restless.
We have really, really enjoyed being together again and being with all of you, my angels. It's been an amazing evening. I didn't even realise it had got to 2 hours. It don't feel like 2 hours.
I know. I bet Lee knows it. I bet he's in there waiting for me to come back.
Yeah, Lee's probably hungry. He's probably wasted away. But yeah, we do love and appreciate you all, guys, and thank you for coming and watching the show. Do you sisters want to say anything quickly?
Just thank you guys for coming. And
it's been awesome.
Yeah, we'll be
and
back.
It's been brilliant to have you back on Chad channel as well, Sister Mystical. It's been really nice to get all three of us back together. And we're going to go then, guys.
Bye, everybody. It's nice
Just keep an eye out for our channels for like uploads and whatever else coming. Okay, guys. But we love you all and blessed be, and we see you all very, very soon.
Everybody.
And we'll do the outro.
Bye.
Bye. Blessed be. PWI Spiritual Investigators here. I would like to thank you for joining my show today. I hope that you have enjoyed it and have been inspired. Remember that the paranormal and the strange and the unknown are very real, and I hope that you will join us again for another show. Don't forget to tune in and keep your eyes out for the next one. And I bid you a merry parting and thank you for watching, and may you have a blessed evening. Blessed be.